And this is Thomas, and what I will do now is to implement New Relic on website 1. So bear with me if you're interested. And nothing fancy. So anyway, here we are. New Relic, New Relic, New Relic, New Relic. Where is New Relic? I don't know where New Relic is, but let's go to New Relic. New Relic. I'm already logged in, but for some reason the tab kind of closed. So let's see here. Okay, web apps. This is New Relic for agileVentures.org. Choose your language, Ruby. Yes, sir. Get your license key. Generate the license key. This is, and your YAML file has been customized. This is very straightforward. I love those instructions. So there we are. And we can download this file. Okay. All right. So let's just clear CD website 1, and we're just gonna go and git pull. Oh, let's see. It's been a long time since I was here remote. What do we have? Upstream. Yes. Okay. So git pull upstream develop. So we get the latest code, and hubba. I think I'm sorry. I think I need to clear some of the upstreams that I have here. Yes, events. Oh, that's the ESL events. Okay, so we have a demo site. Okay, never mind. All right, so we're gonna do the exec rspec random rspec tests to see that everything is up and running. This I should have potentially I should have done this before I. Oh, couldn't find Sawyer. Well, Sawyer. Oh, that's okay. That's for the OctoKit gem that has been introduced. Okay. And I'm here all by my lonesome. Let's see here. So, just gonna ask Brian to join me. And those gems are being installed. Okay. There we go. And now we can run the bundle exec rspec, see if that's okay. We're running all the tests. There's, oh, okay. So anyway, Oh, failing test. Should only return commit counts for the projects that the user follows. Failed. Should only return commit counts. Huh. Huh. User present display name, Gravatar 4. Hmm. Oh. Oh, God. Watch. What is static analysis? Wow. Okay. Okay. Test. Prepare. Huh. So a lot of this stuff is failing probably because the database. And perhaps we should run some. No, but he should have told me about the migrations. Or. Migrate. There shouldn't be any migrations. So, as I said, but okay. So I don't have to do anything. And there are no migrations, I guess. And we got shitloads of failing tests. Oh. Oh. So why didn't he warn me about this before I run the RSpec? Strange, strange, strange. Hmm. So we need to rerun all the tests. Okay, let's go down. Okay, dun, da, 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 da. Camera. So let's Scrums control index. Okay, so we have an events show. Started when the hangout data session. Okay, what the fuck? Huh. So hopefully, no. Ryan's not around yet. Yes, he is. Potentially. Well, we need you, Ryan. Okay, so okay, so let's go to website 1. Pull requests. See if there's anything wrong with that. Okay. Well, he just closed this live session fixing coffee.js conversion. Okay. Yeah. Minor change the development website. Sure. Application.js, events.js, Hangout button.js, Hangouts.js, Hangouts CSS, events controller, if request is HA. Spec, okay, whatever. What? Oh god. Yeah. Well, Yes, Hangouts HTML, index extra info, index extra info, iteration. So what did fail? Hangouts, transition 6. Online 26 shows all of them in the sideline. Okay, well, I'm gonna need somebody to join me before I can fix this problem, and Brian seems not to be around. So this is a bit of a problem. Okay, that was a while ago. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to go on this one. Unfortunately, this won't work for me. I need to get those tests to pass, and it's gonna be a little bit too boring to watch me doing that, I guess. Or yeah, I won't be able to do it probably, unless. Oh, there you are, Brian.
Hey Thomas, sorry, am I late?
Yeah, well, no problems. Amal didn't join me, and I was just about to give up here because I did a pull request from upstream. Yeah, I did a pull from upstream, and I have some failing tests.
Right.
And I don't really know why they are failing. It's the Hangouts controller and events view show HTML spec and Hangout presenter spec that is failing for me.
Right. What do they say?
Well, they say something like this. Hangouts controller he says that expect assigned Hangouts count to equal 3, but he got a 0.
What? How did this make it to upstream? Did you migrate? No, it can't be that, can it?
Well, I did the migration. I was very surprised because when I try to run RSpec, usually RSpec tells me that I have pending migrations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me that now. So I ran the whole suit first, and with shitloads of failing tests.
Yeah.
I did a RakeDB migrate after that, and now I only get free, but still I still get free.
Can you run? Can you run that test again? Hangouts controller spec.
Yeah, look, if you want to be. Just refresh my memory. I go RSpec.
Spec. Yeah, spec controllers.
And
Paste that thing. Hangouts. Yeah.
Mm,
It's taking a while.
yeah. Is it because my computer is slow, or I haven't rebooted him in a long time? So.
I have no idea. Let's wait.
Oh gosh, now it works.
Okay. The good thing is it's probably because you haven't run it the first time. The bad thing is it shouldn't really be failing the first time.
Ah,
So there's some setup going on in the test. That's not good.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What was it? It was the events show. See what if the other one is failing too.
Do you remember what? Can you just keep a note of those? Maybe you can file a bug.
Hmm?
Maybe you should file a bug. Those tests fail the
Hmm?
first time.
Oh, this one failed too.
Oh, it still failed?
Yeah. Expect render to have content 4 minutes. Expect to have 4 minutes in Eurasia. Click to join Eurasia. But he didn't find that. Okay. So he didn't find the minutes. Why would he have that renders hangout detail section? Okay, I got it. All right. But is this the same? No, no. Wait, hold on a second here.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's
Okay. Hangouts detail section. Yeah.
yeah? Do you think it's a time zone thing?
Well, let's have a look at that code. See, I don't have my, I have to reboot my computer, so I haven't started RubyMine because it will take forever. So I'm just
Right.
having a look at the code here, and
That's fine. By the way, have you seen Christopher Milne around?
Christopher.
Yep. I just wonder what's happening with the dashboard stats and Sly.
I
Sly has
haven't,
two pull requests.
I haven't seen Christopher around. We chatted briefly yesterday over Pivotal Tracker. I asked him if he want to implement this lo-fi he made of the project show page, and he said yes to that.
Cool.
So let's see here. What was failing here?
How about Sly?
139. I haven't seen him in a long time. He's working with Yaro on his,
All right. Okay, Christopher, I guess I can give him more time. Sly has two pull requests open. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow before I ping him.
139. Run this hangar detail section. So he should have. Okay. Why would he have to have 4 minutes on this one? Because he creates a hangout, or what is it, context for? Yeah, I love it. But where do we, before each document started and live and returned true, 1029, and then return time. So, but how does he calculate this to 4 minutes?
Let's see. 10:29 UTC. Now, if you go up a little bit, where is that hangout declared?
There. Okay.
There you go. Then, okay, it doesn't have UTC there. What if you add UTC?
Huh?
Up there. Go back up.
Huh? There's no UTC here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we should add UTC.
Okay.
I think it's a time zone issue because you are plus 1 UTC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw 1 hour in the text, so I think that could be the issue.
So
Oh, you need to edit it.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go like this.
Oh, did you implement the New Relic analytics?
That's what I wanna implement that. But
It's funny.
I was in the process of doing that.
Oh, okay. You know, it's funny because yesterday I wanted to bring up the topic of New Relic.
Well,
I thought it would have been nice,
you
but
read my mind.
yeah, no, you were ahead of the game. You read my mind.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
So
Yeah.
where was that? What's the? I don't see line numbers here. Where was that? There it
What are
is,
you on?
56.
Nano?
Yeah, I just
Alright, that's hardcore.
is it?
Yeah.
There you are. So I go 1025.00 and just add UTC here, right? Like this. Are you seeing this?
Add a space in there.
After
Yeah, after the time. Yep, that ought to do. Just run those specs again.
Yeah, all right, so that settled that. Good. When the third error was in Hangover presenter spec. Let's run this again. Ah, that's failing. That's line 9 in spec presenters Hangover presenter. Okay, let's see here what we got. Presenter. Oh no, presenters. Hangover presenter line 9. It is expect presenter created to equal 11:45 at 9.
Oh, did that work, by the way?
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Now this is also a time issue here.
Yeah. UTC.
Yeah.
Missing UTC. Damn it. Cool. So anyway, looks like we've fixed those issues.
Well, but the last one is still not fixed here. I had a third error and it's still failing. So I need to modify that as well, and probably I need to add UTC here and here.
Yep.
So
Okay. So of those 3, I think 2 of them failed because of time issue. So that's fine. We fixed that.
yeah.
I'm just worried about the other one, which failed because you ran it the first time.
Listen here. Hold on a second here. Can I add UTC here or should I?
Just add UTC after that.
And after this one as well, then.
Yep. Should be fine. I hope.
I'm not quite sure you can add UTC here, but
Yeah, it's a slightly weird format, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, but the thing that is no, it still fails.
What does it say?
Expected 11:15 UTC, got 10:15. Okay.
Okay, 11:15 UTC. So the UTC didn't work.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's just a matter of how we. Can I have a look at the spec again? Created. Right. We just need to format that differently. Maybe put the year, I mean that date first, then time, and then UTC after that. Because that's a more common format, I think. And then remove the UTC from the expect.
Okay, so we just what? Okay, I can do that in Nano. Okay.
You can't. I don't know how Sam lives with Nano.
Does he use Nano a lot?
I guess so. Well, the last time I remember him using Nano.
What did it say? It said 11:15, right?
Yeah, 11:15.
11:15. Yeah, okay.
Yep, just see the spec. And then
It's gonna
get rid of
be
the other UTC.
yeah, but I need to 1979 and 14, right? This is the or
Yeah, okay.
and then I should remove the UTC from.
Yep, down there.
Okay.
I hope that does it.
Come on. Damn, it takes a long time.
There you go.
All right. So should I push this
Beautiful.
up to my repo and create a pull request out of this, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah. Right, just to keep track of things, let's add a bug.
If I
Can you wait, can you also scroll back up and look for the one that failed to begin with, the first one that failed?
yeah.
We want to keep track of that one.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome, Amal. How are you?
Hey guys. Doing good. Had a bit of Wi-Fi aggro.
So once again, had a
Wi-Fi aggro.
Okay. I'm just gonna paste this into the chat window here, Brian.
Right.
That's the one that failed. And let me just or is it daytime or date time? Issues, daytime issues fixed. If unexpected issues and push. And let's see. Talkman. Shit, one.
Just to give you a bit of background, Amal, Thomas just set up his. Are you just setting up your website one? Or you just pulled from upstream?
Yeah, I pulled from upstream in order to start working on some other stuff.
Mm-hmm. And we found some failing specs. Looks like it was a time zone issue for two of them. Another one, I think it's something like a migration issue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to investigate that one a bit more.
Let's see here what we have here. No, here we are. No? Yeah. Okay. Did you write up a bug report on Pivotal on this one? On the first one?
First one.
Yeah, the one that started to. I wanted to include the link to in the
right
the pull request.
But you didn't fix the first one.
That's what I'm saying. No fix for this one. Please see, and I wanted to see the
Okay.
But okay, never mind. I can just remove this from the message.
Yeah.
I wanted to point to the Pivotal Tracker bug report. You know what I mean? But it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But I just gonna So I just gonna submit this one. Files changed. What the fuck? Why does this include? Why was this included?
What?
You see, the schema RB was altered. Is that because I ran the migration?
Looks like it.
But this should be
Did you
already.
rebase?
No, I don't rebase, my brother. But yeah.
Or well, you merge or whatever with the latest. That's the latest stuff, right?
Yeah, that should be. I just pulled basically, Oh.
Okay, if that's the case, then.
You want to hook me up with a good command for rebasing?
No, it's okay. Merging should work just fine.
All right, but the thing is, it's so anyway. I've submitted that pull request, but it's getting a little late here now, so I need to go to bed soon.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but we can continue this New Relic business tomorrow, perhaps.
Okay.
If it's okay with you guys.
Yeah. Did you get to the relic code?
Well, no, we never made it so far because I was waiting for Brian for a while, and I was running the tests and everything.
Oh,
but
I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, no problems. Hey, come on. I didn't. It sounded more harsh than it actually was. Don't think about it. Anyways, what I need to do, this is fairly simple. I don't. Do you guys plan to stick around for a while, or do you have to take off, Brian?
It's around for a little while. What are you
Because
looking at?
the reason I'm asking is because I can set you up as an admin on New Relic account, and you guys could actually implement this.
Okay. What, tonight? Oh, I can't stick around for that long.
I mean, this is fairly easy implementation, actually.
What is a gem New Relic RPM? Well, sure, if you think.
Just give me your email address, and perhaps Amal can stick around and watch you do this.
Sure.
I can leave the broadcast running, and it will stop after a while, I guess.
So whose idea was this to implement the New Relic gem? Was
Mine.
it yours? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I saw Sam's name in there.
Oh, Sam is an admin of this account as well as I. I set us up for Agile Ventures,
Cool.
with New Relic. So I reckon I need, out of a courtesy thing, I should add Sam as an admin, because he's like the boss. And
Hey, why not use my Agile Ventures email actually?
Okay. So it's gonna go very. For some reason, I'm not getting my Agile Ventures emails anymore. Yeah.
Okay. Strange.
CEO, exec management. Yeah. Oh. I don't give you no titles. Sorry. Okay. Or do you want a title? You want ops or DevOps? Is that okay? Architect.
CTO. Give me CTO.
CTO, Chief Technology Officer. Right. That's you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you CTO from now on.
I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
CTO Brian.
You see CTO. Oh yeah. CTO. Anyway, I put myself down as a web developer. That was kind of ambitious of me, but yeah, well, I thought that was good. So you should receive an email with instruction how to.
Cool. Let's hope my Agile Ventures account still works. It just forwards it to me, right?
Good. But it doesn't forward to me anymore, so I'm not getting those emails anymore.
Oh crap.
Yeah, I know. I was feeling a little left outside,
Have you checked your spam filter? Google, if you're using Gmail, they recently beefed up their spam, and it's a bit over-aggressive. And they also put things in older. There's a new tab, social tab, called updates that I've.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. If you're using the, if you go to the inbox, see promotions, there should be another one if it determines something is an update.
Oh. Here you are. No. Twitter. The social is one thing. Promotions is another thing. I'm not getting them. Because I don't know. I think.
I don't have a social tab either.
Because you're not
wait, updates. There we go. No? Didn't create it? There it is. Updates. Now I see the updates. So you have to add it. But, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I got boned on that with an AWS account. Got charged 2 months because I didn't recognize the emails were not forwarding to the right place.
Yikes. Gotta keep my eye on that then.
Thomas, just so you know, I noticed you're using a Mac. In case you're using Homebrew and you suddenly see that brews are not working, there was a bug that was introduced with Homebrew and the new Mavericks. Mavericks no longer includes old images that some of the homebrewed compiled applications need. If you see build errors, you're going to have to zap everything good and every homebrew and just reinstall and remake.
Okay. Well, I haven't encountered that yet, but yeah, good to know. Wow, what do you know?
3 days. 3 days.
Okay.
No, 3 days of debugging and pulling my hair out.
Good work. Nice that you did it, and better you than me, actually.
It's especially I needed it for a Ruby 193, and those images are no longer around.
Oh, 193. Are we still using 193 in local support, Brian? Do you know that?
Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I don't think they've upgraded though.
Yeah, well, if you're using RVM, RVM won't build unless you go through the new, you revamp your Homebrew.
local support game file 193, yeah, for the local support. So what you're saying now, that if I would like to set up, I mean, run local support locally now.
Yeah, you would have to. That would not work on your Mac, unless you already had a version of Ruby 193 on your RVM installation.
Huh. But I think that Michael C. recently set up his local support on a Mac. He just bought a Power Mac or something, or whatever.
If you just bought it, it'll be fine. But if you had to upgrade to Mavericks, then you're bummed.
Ah, all right. Perhaps you should give them a heads up on I don't know, in the local support channel, because they use it, the 193 at least. I don't know, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Mm.
I'm feeling very proud. I got out and got a piece of cake because of that.
You should be proud.
Alice, did you make a pull request? Cool. Do you mind adding the link to the pull request in your PR?
Yes.
Start the story.
I might. No, I'm kidding. I don't mind. Pull request. Copy. So did you? Yes. Here we are. It's.
I just started.
Yeah, started. Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Oh, I got a pull request in, and perhaps my tech lead will actually merge it.
Wow. Nice, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. We have to wait for Travis first,
Yeah.
Damn you, Travis, if you fail. My reputation will be even worse than it is.
You forgot to add a link to the pivotal tracker in your pull request.
Because I asked you about this, and you said you weren't done with it yet. Okay, all right.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's my fault. Not your fault, it's my fault.
Oh my god, you sounded like my friend's grandmother.
You sound like a married couple or something, right?
No. You had all the intonation of his grandmother's guilt.
Oh gosh, that sounds so heavy.
Getting old. No, I'm joking.
No, that's refined social interaction there.
Refined. I don't think I got that email from New Relic.
Well, perhaps you are not getting the Agile Ventures mails either.
Yeah, we should investigate that one. That's a bit.
So can I just get your proper email address?
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry.
First one I gave.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry for not noticing. Oh.
It's okay.
Sorry for swearing. Here we go. Delete. Come on, guys. There we are. No. That's not possible. CTO. Well. Yes. Now you guys go ahead.
There you go. That was quick.
Yeah. Of course. It's New Relic, these guys are professionals. Oh.
I need to set a password.
Yes. And you shouldn't say that out loud.
It's all right. NSA keylogs.
Yeah. And hiding it.
You're hiding it? Well, you're not even sharing your screen, brother, so
Of
what's the
course
problem?
not. Right. Now, license key. Do we not? Have we set all this up yet? No.
No, we haven't set it up yet. So just generate the license key, and because once you click the generate license key, the download New Relic YAML file will turn red, so it will activate.
Okay.
But I'm gonna leave you for now. I'm gonna leave the recording on, okay?
Okay.
Cheers.
So just do your magic there, Brian, and I talk to you guys later. Perhaps I pop in. I just gotta take care of some stuff, and yeah. But anyway, the recording is on, so
Sure.
knock yourself out.
Cool. Have you had any experience with New Relic?
No, I haven't. I've what are they? Statistics analysis.
Yep. Apparently now analyzes the performance of your site. Just gonna have a look at the docs here for a bit. Sinatra. Where's good old Rails? There we go. Environment or RV. Config gem.
With that bundler.
Oh, that's Rails 2 without bundler. Luckily we're in Rails 4 now.
And I think one other gotcha would be the Heroku. There might be a Heroku subsection.
Production mode.
You must have a valid account and license key.
What happens if I don't? See, that's the thing. We have 3 servers and I only want 1 to run, which we normally handle with environment variables. Anyway, let's get started. So, this is the latest develop.
What does the in that develop, that red circle mean? Does that mean you're?
Oh, it's actually the status of your diff. So red means like you've modified a
differences.
file. Yeah, there's a diff.
Okay.
I think there's something like a magenta somewhere. Means you've added a new file. Green means all the changes have been staged, or there are changes which have been staged. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I noticed sometimes there are 2 circles. You know what? I'll read the manual.
Yep. Well, the 2 circles means that both of them are happening. So sometimes you have untracked changes and you have tracked changes, so you'll see green and red. If you also have files which have not been added, there'll be a magenta somewhere. Cool. Yep.
Oh, by the way, I'm liking the whole Yadder stuff. I have to figure out how to get my customizations up.
I have a lot of customizations. I need to really learn how to use it. Start taking out stuff I don't need.
Yeah.
Relic.
I have a mini project where I'm going through each one of the plugins, and before I start the day, I go through a 10-minute session of practicing those stuff from like a VI file. Like a little tutorial.
Cool.
Unicorn.
I can't remember what that was. Something to do with Heroku. Anyway, here we go. Bundle install could take a while. This is my computer is a bit old.
Oh, I see you've got the tar monster. Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Relic. Nice. So it's working. What else did they say? Download the new relic. Oh, I need to generate a license key. Not in public, surely. I don't want to do that. What does it say about YAML files?
Why don't you stop sharing and then reshare afterwards?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I will. For a moment, screen back. Not generating. Oh no, don't tell me to actually put it in the YAML file. I don't want that up on version control. Okay, let's have a look.
Put it in your secrets folder.
Um,
Yeah, so that means it has to be directly uploaded to the Heroku server.
yeah. Let me first investigate YAML. Oh, damn it, they did put it in there. I really hope.
Well, you can always undo it with
Oh, don't worry. Let's see.
or put it in the git ignore file.
It's hard to add it to Heroku then. Right now.
Really? Heroku should have something like that because of the secret file with the for the Rails that Rails generates.
The secrets actually inject them from the environment. So we use a similar strategy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, let me.
I'm looking for Relic and
I should keep
their YAML.
that tab away. So if you see our secrets. No? We don't have secrets. I can't remember, but I should be able to inject it like this. So oops.
I'm pasting something in the chat that looks relevant.
Okay. Or they don't care.
Specify application environment, config set rack production. Oh.
What is this? If I Open this gist. There you go. This is exactly what I did. Perfect. But they do accept.
So they're injecting it from the environment. Nice.
Yep, the YAML files normally do. Is a good thing. Uh-oh. Oh, bad. Bad, lots of bad things happened.
Did you do a bundle install?
Yep. Oh, because I'm running in production, so I forgot to migrate in production. Oh, what is this? Aha. This is
PG. Oh, that's
Oh,
fine because
wow.
there's no migration.
No, that's perfectly. Why was it coming from here? No, this is fine. This means it's happening locally. Oh no, is this going to Adventures? Oh crap. Whoops. Right, and it's yeah. Because we have this like way to notify us whenever there's a problem happening. Like when we get internal errors on production. And because I ran it in production and had errors locally, it still sent out the emails. Unfortunately, I had credentials to send them out, so it actually sent through a dummy email. Okay.
Wow, such a dummy. Nice.
Yep. Now let me. This.
It was Tom's fault. Thomas. Don't panic.
Yeah, it was Thomas's fault.
Don't panic. It was Thomas's fault.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. My fault.
Can't connect to server.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, back here.
Hey, that was a really nice theme for your Gmail. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, Thomas is on vacation. Okay. Now production. Yeah, just turn off that thing. It's the exception notifier. I don't remember now. Exception notification. Blah blah. Oh. And notifier. Some errors. Okay. Here we go. Silence it for the time being. Cool. That ran. Just want to see if it still works when there is no new relic.
That was weird.
Yeah. What happened there?
Oh, you were having network issues. I noticed it in your Gmail.
Yeah.
And you may have dropped for a few minutes. Short moment.
Looks like I did. Yeah. Anyway, this is what happens when you don't have CSS. Oh well.
Did you disable it?
I didn't bring up compile it. So when you run in production, it usually looks for the full compiled version. In development, it injects everything, which is really handy for development.
When you're
but
making
not
changes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so these are all record not found. That's fine, because we actually don't have any static pages. Okay, so it doesn't blow up when your relic doesn't have License key? Cool. That's all I care about. I don't want to break all the environments.
Oh, so this is just for webs. This one is specific to website 1. What do you mean, break all the...
Oh, because we have developed. So there are actually 3 environments in our Rails development. I mean, 3 like types of environment, which is the production, development, and test environments. Usually, people only have 1 production, but we actually have 3. It's kind of weird. We should actually introduce a 4th environment in there, just so we can separate like website 1 develop and website 1 staging from website 1 production.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So I was just testing that because the new relic gem is only applied in the production, like the production environment, that it doesn't break when I run it locally in production. Because I wasn't providing a license key, so this is undefined here.
Right.
I don't have this set in my environment, so you wouldn't be able to find it. So thankfully, being a nice gem, it did not break. So that's good. So it looks like we're almost good to go, aren't we? Now I can't scroll up very far because
Yep.
the license key is actually pasted in this page.
Why don't you not share, and you can talk through it.
No, it's fine. I've already gone past that step. Download new relic.yaml. And all that's left is deploy your application and see data in 5 minutes. It was that easy. Apparently.
Sounds like an overpromise.
Yep. Unicorn, new relic. Relic. Oh, we actually want to keep that. Yes,
Why is that red? Oh, yeah, that's because you commented it out. Okay.
Yep. So you can see there are 3 circles. Unfortunately, in my Linux, I think the font size is a bit weird, so they are overlapping. But on my Mac, it's perfect. So there's a missing file. I like to use interactive mode when I'm adding stuff now. Git add -i gives you lots of nice, neat options. And adding things one at a time rather than everything.
Right.
You can look through the diffs. So right now, there's still 1 diff here. I think
that one's fine. That was Thomas's fault.
Yeah. So what I can do is git commit.
I noticed you did a git commit capital A, capital A. What's the difference between -A and capital A?
Is there a capital A? I've never used a capital A option before.
I thought
Is
Thomas
it
did it.
Oh, that's add.
Oh, it was add.
Yeah. That capital A is to add all deleted files. Like sometimes you delete files, git add.
Wow.
Usually what you do is git add dot, which adds everything, including untracked files. But for some reason, deletion wasn't included. So -a just makes sure you catch everything.
That's an interesting use case. I usually panic.
Ooh. I just got 1 diff, which is something I don't want to keep. So if there's diffs you don't want to keep, I think you can just do git checkout dot, and that will just remove all untracked changes, which is kind of handy.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yep. Then I can actually push to my local.
Oh, because I've been doing the git checkout -- and the file name. This is much easier.
Yeah, git checkout -- also works. but I usually use git checkout dot because it's easier. It just deals with all the diffs. Cool. Well, that was easy. Relic is up. Will be up. Do we have a story on this?
Thomas did it. I'm sure there's a story.
Yeah. Not that I see, though.
Relic? Search for relic.
Relic. Oh, what is Thomas doing? We need a story. Oh, there it is. Implement new relic. Now, it's still running. Uh-oh. Looks like that one failed. Right, I should actually go to my own fork. Make a pull request.
Pivotal chord. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. It's fine. So, implement a new relic analytics. Let's add a note. Production must be updated. License key to work. License key set. License.
In order to work.
Yep. License key set in environment variable. Was it new relic license key? There we go. Just make sure I didn't do anything stupid. There should be nothing sensitive in here. Everything's auto-generated. My application. Oops. My application is not a good name. Oh, look, they have a staging. Yeah, we actually need a fourth environment. Staging is I'm not sure why it doesn't come bundled with Rails, but that should be an environment that very closely resembles production, but with a few stuff turned off. For example, like we don't want exception notification to happen in staging,
right?
But we want it to happen in production.
Right.
Although the reason we have staging is so we can test something that's as close to production as possible.
Right.
So it basically acts like production, but doesn't add all these analytics tools and stuff.
And it doesn't, but it doesn't scream like production.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Default settings. What is default settings? App name. Application, my application development, my application staging. Right, I just need to change this then. Cool, looks like I have to go back here. Oh, there we go. App name. Website 1. Website 1. Website 1. There you go. And why doesn't test have an app name?
I just want to point out something. You just violated the DRY principle 3 times in front of me, blatantly, for the world.
Oh, I would say that's premature optimization.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I will never touch this again. Now, in order to keep my pull request clean, I always like to amend it. But it's often not a good idea unless you know what you're doing. when you amend, there is no way for you
Yeah.
to sync up with somebody else without force
Right.
pushing or resetting.
The rule was don't amend if you pushed.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's cool. Although at my
What is
work,
it?
we always amend because we like to keep it just one commit. So every commit is a story, basically.
Oh, okay.
So it keeps the history very clean, and you can tell, like for every story, you can just click one commit, and you can see the entire diff on how they
Right.
implemented the story, which is really clean. But it's kind of hard to expect that from, lots of new people coming in all the time. So I don't want to enforce it here.
It is very useful, I could tell. Like,
Yeah,
yeah. It's like rebasing, not rebasing. I keep forgetting the term. It's like flattening,
squashing.
squashing. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, with just one commit, so you can see the whole diff here, what I've done, which is really handy. Now this diff is unnecessary. It's, I think, something introduced by some pretty pull request.
Mm.
Hmm.
No, it's your. You put the what do you call it? The comments in the back there for the unicorn. That was you.
Oh, no, it's not that one. I'm talking about this one down here, the schema.rb. So for some
Oh,
reason, 4 of the indexes were removed. I'm not entirely sure. I was a bit suspicious of that because it came in with some pretty pull requests, but then I thought it was because there was another set of index that might
geez,
have conflicted with this one as well.
what table is that for?
Um, there's one for the articles, one for documents, and 2 for taggings, which is part of the access taggable gem.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't me and John, I'm okay.
It was GitHub commit count. I remember that one. A bit suspicious, but it was some pretty, so he's quite capable. So I trusted that. Whatever this diff came, however that diff came, is like maybe some random thing happened. Anyway, it probably didn't destroy anything. Indexes will just be rebuilt. Doesn't matter. And I had to restart Travis for some reason. Okay, so I've made a pull request. How long has it been since I made a pull request?
It's been more than 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, it has been more than 5 minutes for this whole thing. Set up new relic. But that was actually pretty easy. I think the other thing is they need to attach the add-on to Heroku, don't they? Okay, Heroku config. I can actually start doing this stuff on Heroku. Add-ons, add. Right. Now let me show you how I work on Heroku. So I've already have you worked with Heroku before?
Not for website one, but I took some startup course at Stanford, and we had to use Heroku.
Okay, that's cool.
And I used it in China for a bunch of consulting stuff, but it was nothing hefty or production. It was just throwing one-offs.
Okay, that's cool.
Fine.
Yeah, well, I think it's only me, Thomas, and Sam who has access to production. A couple more people have access to develop, but that doesn't matter.
Right.
Yay, it's done. So, because there are 3 apps for website 1, I have to specify the app name here, website 1 production.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the way we worked, or the way it was done in the class, was you had production, staging, and development, and you're pushing to, and it aligned with the GitHub branches, that we maintained.
Cool.
They definitely don't do it this way in China.
They do.
Hmm?
What do they do up there?
Not in Beijing. Everything is out to the Wild West. It's getting better.
We're seeing a lot of people adding an underscore between the new and the relic, so I'm just gonna be consistent and do that as well.
Okay.
Cool. Just keep thinking. Then in my pull request, oop, I made a mistake here. Just mentioned. Submit a pull request. Let me edit this to.
Ah, nice. Good catch.
There we go. Yeah, it'll be good to have some analytics in the site. We haven't really been focusing on optimizing the website, and they're especially the project pages. They're extremely slow because they do lots of queries, like
Full table scans, yeah.
Yep, many table scans, like scan over multiple tables, which is not great. We should really be caching the results, but we haven't done that yet. It's quite
easy. Is the recommended way still Redis for simple projects like this?
We can use memcache actually.
Memcache,
Memcache works really well. Yep, it's not persistent. I think it just stores it in like flash memory.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be really fast.
Or whatever Heroku says they're doing.
Yeah, I know Heroku does support memcache.
Okay.
And the recommended way to cache stuff in Rails is memcache. Is it using flash memory? No, I can't remember, but yeah, it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
We should perhaps, if the client would want that, we can try and implement caching. Should be quite interesting. It'll definitely speed up the pages. I'd really like to do that for the projects. Mm-hmm. It's just a ridiculous amount of queries going on.
Christian looked at that, analyzed it, and he wrote up a document on it. Pretty nice document. I think he's going to be sharing it with the community soon.
Cool. Great.
Only in the scope of events and users. He was surprised that there weren't any indexes in the database for the number of queries.
Right.
Done.
Right. Cool.
I think there needs to be a bit of code review once we get to. I think we haven't reached that point yet, but we'll be getting there.
Yeah, I'm quite aware that there's been a lot of things taken in, and I'm gonna have to do like an audit of the entire code base, basically. I think
if you're doing that, I think is a good pairing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exercise that would be pretty cool, and I'd like to be part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. When I have free time, I'll definitely try and set up something, and then maybe us and a couple of other guys can do an audit of the entire site. Because yeah, it's old habits still lying around. But we'll see. It depends on whether or not we get some free time. Because I wasn't in the dev meeting yesterday, so I'm not sure what our priorities are right now.
Mhm.
But definitely when there's some space, when there's not that many stories, because it looks like stories are piling up again in the backlog faster than we can take them. Yeah, I'd like to do a full audit. It'll be really handy. Rank. Cool. Is Thomas around? He's still recording.
Oh, he just left his machine on.
Yeah. Well, are you going to be sticking around much? I think I've got to go soon.
No, I'm going to.
Okay.
I've got some studying to do. But thank you,
cool.
Brian. That was really, really very cool.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
What are you studying now?
Learning Ruby.
Oh, okay.
My background is C, C++, Java, Python, assembly, and I figured the best way to learn Ruby is to do a stupid project. And by stupid, I mean a stupid game.
That's
and
cool.
step into the code. So I've got a silly Minesweeper thing doing.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, you definitely came from a very knowledgeable, hardcore background, I'd say. Assembly is something I've never touched in my entire life. The furthest down I've gotten is C++.
Oh, nice. Yeah, but you probably get things done where I'm like always stuck trying to push bits.
Oh, that's probably because I've had more experience with Ruby. Ruby's a nice language once you know how to play around with it.
Yeah, I'm just getting to the point where I'm starting to know where to look for things. And I was reviewing a video about using pry debug, and the rest of its thing. It's a little hard to get around. I spent an hour trying to figure out how to step through some code till I realized I had to pull in an add-on for the step function, and it's a different environment, a different ecosystem.
That's interesting. I'm trying to learn a new language now. It's a pretty new one called Rust. Have you heard of that? Rust?
No, I haven't.
It's supposedly a systems programming language. It's just like C++, but a modern version. It's supposed to have the same performance as C++. So that's why I'm thinking, like, if I can get the same power as C++ without having to deal with C++, it's definitely worth a shot. Because C++ is just... It's a very old language and it has lots of terrible legacy stuff. It's just bad design. Like
C++.
Nasty. Yeah. Macros are just nasty. And supposedly this new language also supports macros, but it's a safer form of macros. So it's not just plain old text replacement. It's there's something smarter going on.
The language has been around where people have been exposed to code injection, all the SQL stuff, so they know that if you're going to put something, you have to test the results. Those were concepts that were not around back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, or 90s. People implicitly trusted what developers did, but now you have this culture of maliciousness.
That's true. And yeah, the one other thing that's cool about this language is the compiler is really smart. So it does a lot of the checking and it avoids lots of common mistakes that C++ users tend to make. Like if you have a pointer that you've allocated and forgot to free up that memory, the Rust compiler can actually detect that, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
You can, and you still have the freedom to do lots of the stuff, like all the nasty operations you want to do, like random type casting or force casting and union structs. With there's actually a way to disable the strict checking of the compiler, which I thought was pretty handy. I mean, built straight into the language. In case you ever want it, but I'd probably never do that.
Yeah, there's this guy who taught me C. His name was Greg Camo. Used to go to That's pretty good. He was one of the things he did. He wrote his own C++ compiler. I think it was called the Comeau, Comeau, and he did a lot of those types of checks, those checking for common errors that took off in Microsoft, Portland, and all the other C++ compiler giants. It's pretty cool. I have to look into Rust. Thanks, man.
Yeah, definitely. But the only issue with Rust is it's still an immature language, but it says that by the end of this year, they'd approach their first 1.0 release. But I think the main problem with Rust was the API kept changing. That means the language wasn't backward compatible.
It wasn't hammered down, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't hammered down yet. But since it's nearing the 1.0 release, by the time it hits 1.0, it's going to start to be fully backward compatible with itself. So that's when you can really get into it. So now I'm just sort of playing around with it, not trying to build anything too massive.
I'm just looking at this. I'm looking at the Wikipedia, and I haven't seen this term in such a long time. The diamond inheritance problem of C++. But I've never had to encounter that.
Yeah. Because C++ allows multiple inheritance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think what Rust doesn't support inheritance, but it supports composition, like implementing interfaces, which I'm starting to move towards now. Like I've never ever. I haven't implemented inheritance for ages.
Yeah, inheritance is it's a great concept for explaining, but I think delegation and aggregation is, as you mentioned, is a better way to actually implement it.
Yeah. So I think that's why I'm even more excited about Rust.
Cool. Oh, and it looks nice.
Yeah, and the compiler also does something that it actually does syntactical checking as well, just making sure you've got the right camel case and snake case and stuff like that, which is kind of cool because it sort of standardizes how the code's gonna look, so you don't always, when you're looking at code, it's not subject to whoever wrote it, their own personal style, which sometimes makes it hard to read. Sometimes when I look at C++ code, it's camel case, it's snake case, or it's the upper camel case, and
if they had gone that way, they could have gone to Python with the white spacing for blocking.
Oh, white spacing. I don't know. I'm sort of against the whole indentation for creating scopes.
I'm looking at all these
harder to read.
All these squiggly brackets.
Oh yeah.
There's a really great. I have this anecdote that one time I was writing this Python library to work with time series, a long time ago, and I was having some issue with the code, and my wife happened to be there, and she doesn't know Python, but she looked. She was able to follow the logic and said, "Oh, your problem's there. You're at the wrong tail, at the wrong end of the tail." I'm like, huh. Okay, but she was able to look at it and understand what was happening.
Right.
Which follows along the lines that code's meant to be read more than written, to be read more than written.
That's true, but personally, I found it harder to follow indentations.
I
guess it's the person.
Get used to it. Hey, do we have it's been more than 5 minutes since we went live, right?
Yep.
Do we have statistics?
Oh no, it's no. It won't actually go live until it goes to production. So it has to go through develop and everything. And I haven't set up the license key yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll set that up after I close this Hangout. So it's now waiting in a pull request. So that's not actually doing anything right now. It's just sitting there.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to add Rust to the things I want to read about. Thanks for that.
Definitely. They have great documentation.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing is there's not as many Stack Overflow questions about them. But yeah, a lot of nice, awesome things built into the language. Safe pointers. It's a bit harder. I'm finding it a little bit harder to pick up because I've never dealt with safe pointers before. Now there's a lot of concepts that make it safe for multi-threading. Like by default, everything is immutable. You need to specify. You need to explicitly say it's mutable before you can,
Pointers?
So the opposite of const. So in C++, you have to declare const for every mutable thing. Here you need to declare mutable for every mutable thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But how does that relate to atomic and thread safe?
When the idea is that when you they have this concept of ownership. So when everything is constant, it's safe to be passed between threads. If you want it to be mutable, there's certain mechanisms. I still haven't gotten my head around it, but they have this concept of ownership where one thread owns a certain object, and you need to transfer ownership when you're moving into a new thread. So that means that whatever thread that created that object no longer can operate on that object. Does that make sense?
I lost connection for about 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, well, read up about it. I don't think I'm explaining myself very well because I don't understand it that well myself. But yeah, basically, they're just trying to make sure that objects cannot be modified by other threads.
I'd like to see how they implement that. That'll be cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting concurrency model, and definitely one that it's nice to have the compiler manage rather than you try and think of everything yourself because you're bound to make a mistake sometime.
Yeah, we've been spoiled by all these libraries, right?
Yeah.
Python, Ruby.
Ruby does too many things for us.
I'm going to go spend some time with my wife and then get back to Ruby.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Brian. It's really been informative.
Yep, no problem. All right, catch you some other time. See ya.